The further and the deeper our ability to contemplate the future, the greater capacity we have to shape it. And now that law of power changed my thinking. Like when you go through a struggle in your life and you just start focusing down, you focus on what's next. Like think about it as an emergency in your house. Maybe your kid falls over, or you look at your bank and there's not as much money in. You think about, what do I do next? What, in like half the time we focus on, I need to just deal with the feeling. So we spend our lives focusing on the very next moment. I just need to feel better. So you go to open a glass of wine or a can of beer, or you go have an argument with your spouse to get rid of that feeling. And so what happens is, when we're constantly dealing with what's just in front of us, we never really develop a capacity to look into the future and create the future. Now listen to what I said at the start. The better our ability to contemplate and predict the future by creating plans and visions and then taking tiny steps in the moment, we massively improve something called our agency, our ability, our choice to take action, that we aren't people who are based on circumstance, which means that my circumstances don't control me. Now, that's why I created the vision course. Like that, this is something I wasn't great at doing. I lived in the moment. I would make reactive decisions moment to moment to moment, and there would be fleeting views in my mind of where I wanted to go, but they weren't concrete. And as I've got older and as I've helped more people create really clear visions of what they want in 90 days time, 6 months time, 12 months time, even 5 years time, I've seen people's inflection points where they've changed from seeing themselves as permanently a driving instructor to being a fitness instructor who owns a gym, to multiple guys in Fast Way to Fitness. They came in thinking they were going to be trainers. They all own gyms now. Why? Because they created a thought for the future. Now, how do you actually improve this ability? Well, the first and foremost, you actually have to study. You have to sit down and actually write out, what's my 90-day goal, what's my 1-year goal, what's my goal in the future. And that's why I created the vision creation system. It's the very system I've used with clients and myself for the last couple of years. And when I actually discovered this, it's actually a guy called Donald Miller, whose work I followed. He was like, visit your eulogy every day, visit your goal for death every single day. And I was like, wow, that's so excessive. That seems so like over the top. And I was like, hang a second, most people who set goals, they actually just put them on a piece of paper in a workshop, or they maybe put them in a note on the phone, and they don't revisit that every single day. And so I thought, hang a second, if it was the gym and it was a muscle, if I frequented that muscle every single day, like I'm trying to build my biceps, if I wanted to get bigger biceps, I would train them 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Simon Shivers told me to do it 5 times a week because they weren't big enough. So what I mean by this is that if you are struggling with vision, it's just like a muscle. You need to work it. You get in there every single day and you work, and you're like, well, what's on my 90-day goal? What's on my 90-day plan? What's coming next? And what we start to do, and our subconscious does as well, is orient to that goal. So what we do is we create a future which is more exciting, clearer, and better than our past. So we don't create our future from our past. We create our future from our future. And this is how we transform. Like so many people is like, how can I get rid of these behaviors and thoughts and patterns that I'm experiencing? It's stop creating your future from your past. So if you're struggling with this, if this has resonated with you, because honestly, vision is such an important skill for a leader, a family leader, if you lead in your life, if you're any type of leader, that's everyone. All you need to do is sit down and start to build a really clear vision for the future. Now, if you need help with that, okay, I launched a course, and shameless plug, because I put so much effort into it, and it's only £47 for the first 50 people. And then for the first 20 people, I'll actually sit down with you one-to-one for 30 minutes and help you work out where to take action on the work that you do. So I'm gonna pop a link, which is attached to this video somewhere. Click it, enroll in the course, go through the steps. They're like 5 to 7 minute trainings, and they will help you. I'm gonna closing my glasses down. They'll help you so much when it comes to creating a very clear vision of what you want.